everybody, it's Pumpkin. Wanted to wish everybody a happy Monday. I think it's Monday. Is it Monday? Yeah, it must be. I don't know. It's hard to tell when every day includes professional football. Every day there seems to be a game on. What is up with that? Anyway, Unexplained Mysteries today. It's a stick with me. So stick with me, and I hope you enjoy. Okay. See you at the end.
Well, hello everybody. It is Friday, October 9th, and today is my oldest son's birthday. Happy birthday, Cole. I know you're not watching this, but anyway. Got a little time to make a quick little stick with me. I am just finishing up the last of these little keychain diamond painting figures. I did all the butterflies. I'll show you those when we're done. But I've got just these birds to finish up, and I figured I would just do that with you guys as long as I got a little bit of time. He's going to be running around doing some errands, going to the grocery store and whatnot. So what are we going to talk about? We're going to do another installment of the 2020 Unexplained Mysteries from the History Channel. This was a desktop day-by-day calendar sent to me by Rachel Ray. So let's finish these and just kind of find out about some of the unsolved mysteries. Unexplained mysteries. Sorry, unexplained, not unsolved. So we're not going to explain anything to you. I just spent a lot of time explaining that we're not going to explain. Whatever. Okay. So, I already have the back side of these done, and these have been a lot of fun because they don't take much time at all. I really love the way the butterflies turned out. The birds are very cute as well, but my favorite are definitely the butterflies. Now, if they had dragonflies, I'd be all over that, but let's just keep going with these. So we did 15 days of January on the first installment of these History Channel Unexplained Mysteries. So we're going to do now January 16th. And I'll do my best to read and diamond paint. Let's see how that goes. Okay. And I've got my pile for misplaced diamonds, oddities, and then my garbage as well. So I can see right here, I've got a misplaced one. Okay. And that one's no good either. That one's a garbage. And that one's garbage. I like to get the ones, these are the AB drills. I like to get the ones that have the most of that iridescent paint on top, and chuck the ones that aren't too shiny, and everything that falls in between the spectrum. Those will go in my leftover drill pile for future projects. Okay. January 16th. The Lost City of Atlantis. These little green boats, they drive me crazy. I'm constantly flipping them over because of the flared sides. I don't know about you guys, but not my favorite. All right. The Lost City of Atlantis. First described by Plato in his works, Timaeus and Critias. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Probably not. As a lush, rich island nation that regularly besieged Athens, Atlantis has since been sought after by countless generations and civilizations across the ages. Though scholars believe that Plato intended Atlantis only as a fictional story element, some historians and writers have taken the depiction more seriously. Many theories have been developed on the location of the ancient nation, everywhere from the mid-Atlantic to the Mediterranean, and each comes with its own explanation of the island's disappearance. The most scientific of these states that a volcanic eruption could have sunk the city through a series of massive earthquakes. While a majority of scientists believe Atlantis never existed, some historians and anthropologists think a real civilization may have provided the basis for Plato's famed city in the sea. I've seen several shows about the lost city of Atlantis. I don't know. Do you guys think that it really existed? I don't know. It's unexplained. Okay. January 17th. I don't need to hold the boat. I need to hold the bird. Okay. The Bleeding Heart Murder. In 1987, after years of failings and corruption in the Oregon state prison system, Michael Franke, I'm assuming I'm pronouncing that correctly, but I'm probably not, was hired by Oregon's then Governor Neil Goldschmidt as the director of the Oregon Department of Corrections. Franke spent over 2 years researching and building a case that included a pervasive drug smuggling ring thought to be run by prison wardens. However, Franke was murdered on January 17, 1989, before he could come forward with his findings. He had been stabbed in the heart, and all his research had been either destroyed or stolen. Despite reports from a witness who had seen multiple men running from the site of the murder, only Frank Gable, a local drug dealer, was arrested and charged with the crime. Gable maintains his innocence, and Franke's family believes that he was actually killed by someone within the prison system and that Gable was a scapegoat for those involved in the prison system's corruption. All right, now we're on January 18th and 19th. A confusing hoax. 2 FBI agents received similar documents named Operation Majestic 12. The documents seemed to be a highly classified government briefing outlining to the newly elected President Eisenhower the existence and nature of a secret government committee that was created to deal with an extraterrestrial aircraft that had been recovered by the U.S. government. The documents also detailed efforts to conceal from the public the truth about the UFOs. According to the Majestic 12 documents, an alien aircraft crashed in a New Mexico desert in 1947. Though the U.S. Air Force determined the documents were fake, it has never been able to explain who, in fact, perpetrated the hoax or why. Lily, stop that. All right, Lily's up here creating havoc. And she's probably a whole lot more interesting to watch than me diamond painting, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. All right. January 20th. Here's another word I can't pronounce. Roman dodecahedrons, dodecahedrons, I can't pronounce it, Dodecahedrons. At the height of its power, the Roman Empire stretched nearly 5 million square kilometers and ruled over much of the known world. The Romans built roads, schools, war machines, and other inventions which they left across the globe as reminders of their presence. Among these reminders, however, is a rather improbable set of items. The Roman dodecahedrons. Strange 12-sided figures, usually made of bronze and sometimes stone, the dodecahedrons have been found across what was once the Roman Empire, from Great Britain to Hungary and the Netherlands, dating from the 2nd or 3rd centuries AD. Despite the number of dodecahedrons that have been found, just say it with confidence. Just say it with confidence. Despite the number of dodecahedrons that have been found, very little is understood about their purposes. Many historians believe that they may have been measuring devices used to calculate trajectories in battle, while a competing group believe them to have been religious relics. Still, others think they may have been a sort of game played by Romans during leisure time. Though the items continue to be found to this day, historians are perhaps further than ever from a consensus. Never heard of it. Alrighty, January 21st. Get a couple drills put in here. Get something done. Thomas J. Beale's buried treasure. A legend has it, in the early 1800s, an American frontiersman named Thomas J. Beale discovered a hoard of gold, silver, and gems in a mine somewhere north of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Beale supposedly hauled the riches home to Virginia and buried them in Bedford County. In 1822, Beale met with his friend, hotel owner Robert Morris, giving him a locked iron box with instructions to open it if he did not return within a decade. Oh my, a decade. Okay. Beale never came back. Morris waited 20 years before opening the box and found the 3 ciphers that supposedly led to Beale's buried treasure. But Beale never sent Morris the key to solve them. A friend of Morris's successfully deciphered one of the texts, which spoke of buried treasure, but 2 others remain unsolved and the treasure's hiding place yet undiscovered. In 1985, a man named James B. Ward published the ciphers in a pamphlet he sold called The Beale Papers, prompting a second wave of would-be adventurers seeking for buried gold and gems in Virginia. While some historians doubt the existence of the treasure, rumors abound of untold fortune waiting beneath the surface. Dun, dun, dun. That would be kind of cool to go looking for buried treasure like that or Oak Island, but my goodness, people spend an absolute fortune trying to find that stuff. You lose your butt just trying to get rich. All right. Next up is January 22nd, the Gardner Light. The Gardner Light is a mysterious phenomenon that has been regularly witnessed along the railroad tracks outside Gurdon, Arkansas. It's a comma, not a period. Okay. Outside Gurdon, Arkansas, since the mid-1900s. Described and documented as a faint, bobbing light, the phenomenon has become a major tourist attraction since it gained national publicity. Unlike other supernatural events, the light's existence has been completely verified. Scientists just can't explain its cause. Local legends attribute the light to everything from those killed in accidents on the nearby highways to ghosts of 1930s railway workers who still hold their lanterns as they walk the tracks. Some scientists, however, theorize that the spectacle is a piezoelectric effect in which certain items are bent enough to generate electric sparks. But this has never been proven. Others believe that quartz crystals beneath the area are responsible for the light. Never heard of that either. January 23rd. The missing Faberge eggs. Between the years 1885 and 1916, two Russian czars, Alexander III and Nicholas II, commissioned Peter Carl Faberge to create expensive and lavishly decorated eggs that they could gift to their families at Easter. In total, they had 50 of these bejeweled eggs made. Yet, since the 1917 Russian Revolution, when most of the royal family were killed and their belongings sold off, only 43 eggs have been found. In 2014, a Midwestern man hoped to make some money by selling a golden egg for scrap. He soon found it was the magnificent 43rd imperial egg, valued at $33 million. I thought, well, they said 43 had been found, and then they called his the 43rd. Wouldn't his have been the 44th? I don't know. Anyway, valued at $33 million. This discovery gives researchers and Faberge egg specialists hope that the remaining seven missing works of art will eventually be found. Hey, Hoard. Okay, January 24th. The Saddle Ridge Hoard. In February 2013, a couple made the discovery of a lifetime. While walking their dog, they found 1,427 gold coins minted between 1847 and 1894 with a face value of approximately 28, and then it has comma 00. I wonder if it was supposed to be dollars, $28, and that was supposed to be a period. Face value of $28. And estimated to be worth $10 million today. It is the largest hoard ever found in the United States. The exact location where the hoard was found, as well as the identity of the couple, have not been released. The gold was buried in a series of cans along their property and consisted mostly of double eagles, which are $20 gold pieces. So it can't be $28. It must be $28,000. Many of the coins appear to have never entered circulation Many of the coins appear to have never entered circulation and are in great shape. The identity of the original owner of the Saddle Ridge Hoard and why it was buried are unknown. Get a few more of these in. Maybe we can get one bird done during this. Keep an eye on me. Make sure I'm doing this right. She is staring intently at me here. Okay. January 25th and 26th. structure in the Sea of Galilee. In the Sea of Galilee lies a mysterious man-made structure twice as large as Stonehenge. Believed to be around 4,000 years old, the structure was discovered in 2003, measuring 32 feet high and 230 feet wide and weighing 60,000 tons. It seems to have been built into the shape of a cone using volcanic stone. Some researchers believe that it could have been built underwater to serve as a fish nursery. But most archaeologists think it was likely built on land and later sunk into the sea. The structure is likely to have been very important because of the amount of manpower and time needed to build something so large. Due to the limitations of examining this underwater ruin, the reason for its existence remains a mystery. January 27th. The Circleville Letters. Starting in 1976, residents of Circleville, Ohio, began an unlikely correspondence with an unknown and unwanted pen pal from Columbus, Ohio. These letters, called the Circleville Letters, detailed an alleged affair between Mary Gillespie, a bus driver, and a local school superintendent. In one of these letters, the author threatened to kill Mary's husband, Ron, if he didn't stop the affair, and in 1977, Ron was killed in a suspicious one-car crash involving gunfire. Later, a letter was sent out that blamed the sheriff for covering up the murder of Ron Gillespie. Eventually, Ron's brother-in-law, Paul Freshour, was convicted of writing the letters, but the letters continued to be received by town residents even while Freshour was in prison, lasting until the early 1980s. The true author has never been found. Some historians believe that Mary herself wrote them, but others believe that Freshour is guilty. January 28th. Emile Zolas' unnatural death. 19th century French writer Emile Zola was a renowned novelist. Cannot talk today. Okay, and I totally screwed that up because I stopped right in the middle of a sentence. 19th century French writer Emile Zola was a renowned novelist, journalist, playwright, and preeminent supporter of the literary naturalist movement. During his lifetime, Zola was something of a contentious figure, and many believed that his political ideals and arguments for French liberalization were highly radical. Because of this, Zola received no shortage of threats against his life, particularly after the Dreyfus Affair, in which he publicly condemned the country's military for the wrongful conviction of Army Captain Alfred Dreyfus. Zola's unnatural death by asphyxiation in 1902 was therefore met with intense scrutiny. Authorities said that a black chimney in his home had resulted in a buildup of coal gas and carbon monoxide, killing the writer and nearly his wife as well. However, many people, including some Zola biographers, claim that Zola's enemies on the nationalist right may have orchestrated his death, though no resolution for this theory has ever been found. January 29th, ball lightning. For centuries, reports of strange, otherworldly lightning have come from around the globe. The phenomenon, named ball lightning, appears in a variety of colors and creates a unique smell and hissing sound. While ball lightning is rare and elusive, reports indicate that it occurs primarily in heavy thunderstorms. Though it is usually harmless, ball lightning has been known to sometimes melt or harm nearby objects. Following what may be the first recorded scientific observation of ball lightning in 2012, some scientists believe the phenomenon may be caused by irregular behavior of air or gas, while others attribute it to microwave radiation or plasma bubbles. Still, others argue that it has nothing to do with lightning. The spectacle's true origins have yet to be fully understood. I got a bird done. Okay. January 30th. Easter Island. One of the greatest unexplained mysteries of history, the monoliths of Easter Island were first viewed by Dutch explorers about 300 years ago when they discovered the remote island, which is 2,300 miles west of Chile. Each monolith, called a moai by the Rapanoe people, was hand-carved into the shape of a human head and torso from a single piece of volcanic rock dated between 1250 and 1500 BC. All the rock comes from one quarry, and the biggest completed moai weighs about 86 tons. Archaeologists believe that each of the more than 900 heads was carved in a different place and then moved to its final destination, which raises many questions about how they would have been transported. Scholars believe that only certain people in the community were responsible for crafting the moai, but they still do not know why these massive constructions were undertaken. Without much written or oral history on the island, researchers are still trying to uncover more details about the Rapa Nui and the meaning of the moai. Okay, one more. January 31st. Yeah, we'll do this bird. Okay. Nurembergs Mystery Man. In 1828, a feral boy about 16 years old turned up on the streets of Nuremberg, Germany. Side note, Brian was born in Nuremberg. Maybe this is his story. He's not that old. Okay. He had a letter addressed to the local cavalry stating that he should either be taken in or hanged, as well as a letter from his mother stating that his father was dead and she could not take care of him. After some time, the boy learned to read and write as well as speak, and he started to tell his own story. His name was Caspar Hauser, and he had lived his entire life in captivity with no human interaction. Hauser became a local celebrity. Unfortunately, 5 years after his appearance in the city, Hauser was fatally stabbed while living in nearby Ansbach, but no one knows by whom. His body lies under a tombstone that reads, "Here lies Caspar Hauser, the riddle of his time. His birth was unknown, his death mysterious. Multiple statues of Hauser have been erected in Germany, despite modern DNA testing and numerous studies into this strange man's life. Okay, so we couldn't hear a damn thing I was saying because he's on hold and he just walked in. Let me repeat that. Let's see. Unfortunately, his body lies under a tombstone that reads, "Here lies Caspar Hauser, the riddle of his time. His birth was unknown, his death mysterious." Multiple statues of Hauser have been erected in Germany. Despite modern DNA testing and numerous studies into this strange man's life, Hauser's true origins remain an enigma. All right, that is it for today. We're through January. We will continue with the next episode doing half of February. And I need to go help him because he's having a conniption. Okay, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right, as promised, I'm going to show you all the completeds. So here's one of the butterflies. Very cute. And a little bird. There's another butterfly. Another bird. And very cute. And finally this one. So these are, as you can tell, they're hanging from my blinds. And absolutely driving Lily crazy. Yesterday, it's Monday now, I'm just adding this in at the end. Lily, sits at my desk while I'm working. She sat there meowing at them because she couldn't reach to jump up there and attack them. She tried standing on the table next to the TV, but she couldn't reach them. So she was having an absolute hissy fit while I was on the phone because she really wanted to attack. But yeah, so they are all finished and they are adorable. Really like them. And thank you, Anna. I believe, Anna, you were the one who sent me those a long time ago, but fun little snack size project to work on. All right. And that's it. I need to finish getting this edited so I can get it out and get to work. I got an hour and 15 minutes before I start work. All right. Love you guys. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
All right. Hope you enjoyed that. And we're hoping that we're going to be able to put out some more videos more regularly. Because we forget sometimes how much we love doing this. Okay. We never know what to do. If you've got ideas of what we can do, tell us. Preferably something that doesn't take a lot of time, because that inhibits the ability to do them a lot and regularly. Okay, anyway. Love you guys. See you soon, hopefully.